We are back. I had a little 15-minute break. Shout out to Storey for a great segment. We did our rank disputes and had yelled at each other. I told him he's an idiot for TJ Hawkinson, and he said I was an idiot for ranking him so high. Guess we'll see. The future will tell us. The trailer is sick, Hetzer. Shout out to Ruben for the Iron Throne League, letting me play in that league, inviting me to play in it. If that's the production value he's going to be putting out each week, that fucking channel and this league is going to blow up. There he is right here. I think we already got how many subs from that one? I sent it out to the Discord. Everyone, go check that out. I posted it. I tagged everybody in the Discord. Definitely subscribe to the channel, and great production, Ruben. You're the GOAT, bro. You're the GOAT. Cameron says Storey's the GOAT. His glasses were not the GOAT, but pretty interesting. What's up, K-Space? Smash the button. Junk Buster in the building. We have another collaboration draft to do here shortly, Junk. And if we get a team that's 80% of the one we drafted on stream earlier, we're going to be probably winning that league as well. So super excited for that. Hell yeah, Jonathan. Comments are huge. I didn't have time to drop a comment. I will be doing that once I'm off this stream. The matter at hand is the Puppy 3. It's about to close. There's not a lot of tournaments up anyway, so let's get a Puppy 3 or 2 in tonight. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes, and then we're all going to join this fucker together. It's 1:01 a.m. Central. Let's do 1:05 a.m. Central. Storey, that professional uncle you need when going to family dinner to settle things down. 100%. You know what? In Storey's younger days, he was definitely a little wilder, and there was definitely some nights me and him closed down some bars. This is in my really young days. I was probably 21, 22, and he's 6 years older than me. 4 years, 5 years older than me, whatever. So he would have been like 27. I do owe a chug, so let's get that. And I forgot the chug from Mouse $18 super chat earlier. So let's race myself.
Here you go.
You don't worry about that, Ruben. I got the most loyal dudes. I tell people I'm building somewhat of a cult. These dudes are awesome. And thanks for essentially ending it with the chug. I felt like it was going to happen. I spelled it myself. That's a nice kind of a staple of the channel. You need a guy like that on your side. 100%. He needs me on his side too, because I'm the entertainment at that said dinner. He's got to tell me to check it, chill. Need to hang around you guys and get some fat on my bones. I got buzzed off 2 beers. I came in live. Well, McAuliffe, we're going to schedule something. Silent's not in here, but Silent lives in Batavia. McAuliffe lives in the little bit north of us. We're going to do a local Chicago outing for the fans in the area. And obviously 5 co-hosts live in this general vicinity. So it's going to be great to get together and just have some beers and watch football and get to know you, and you get to know all of us. I think we're all pretty transparent people. Big Ray, like I said, is like Chris Farley in real life. Like, he's just a good dude that has great energy, and he's hilarious. He's wild. I'm no different in person. I might be a little crazier in person. Jonathan, I think a Creator League needs a professional race car driver next year. Jonathan, you're going to make it big. I don't think you need to, but you love racing cars. You could do something for us for sure. I mean, stream your confessional while going 120 miles an hour, bro. I get that comment, Jonathan. You're the man. You are the man. We love Jonathan. All right, 2 minutes. It's 1:03, 1:05 a.m. Central. We're going to get this fucker in. This is a Puppy 3. All right, 1:04. We got less than a minute. We are hopping in. If you want to draft with us, join at 1:05 a.m. Central. When your clock, or when your phone, or when your computer says 1:05, we'll all be within a couple seconds of each other. Hopefully, we can get it. Yeah, Ruben, you have like 50K, right, on your gaming channel? Fucking, dude, your videos are great, bro. You are elite in the industry, man. There's still got to be some crossover, though. People love fantasy football, especially gamers, dude. All right, we're almost there. I'm just clicking this. I'm going to wait for have it on confirm, and we're going to join this fucker. 1:04, less than a minute. Like, there it is, 1:05. I clicked it. Perfect timing. All right, I think this is an insta-fill for all of us. Sweets. Dude, I didn't, man. I didn't. I was fucking hammered last night. I was so pissed I didn't do that. Fucking next day it happens. Oh, that would have been nice. That would have been super nice. Let's make our money right here, though. This is Connor's last best ball. Just you've done too many, bankroll, or you're just getting ready for redraft, Connor, or all the above. Number 8. Quaid missed it. Shout out to Quaid. If you notice, you see Quaid right here. John Quaid. It sounds like a fucking movie. It's like John Wick. John Quaid. Love it. You see him in the semi-pro tier. You see him in the community. Appreciate you, my dude. One of the newest people to sign up. Much love, man. How does this affect Downs now? Are you instead picking Wandale? Oh, I love Downs. This cools me on Downs. It doesn't affect Pierce at all. It affects Pierce's like availability early in the year because this is not an endorsement of his health. But Downs, this is overlapping. This is what we saw happen to Ladd McConkey last year with Keenan Allen. The upside is that this is strictly a depth piece. He plays in situations like Cooper Kupp type stuff and third downs and red zone stuff. But who knows? We don't know how they're going to deploy. I know they're going to use him in the slot when he plays. Terrion Arnold. What's up, Cruz? Cruz, we did the draft order for the Superflex League. I forget what number you had. Let me check. I don't know if you saw that. Storey sent it to me. Cruz has third pick in a Superflex. Nice pull there for Cruz. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Arnold's the Seahawks. Seahawks just keep on, the rich get richer, and that's a free player. We'll see if it was availability this year. He's probably going to be on the commissioner's exempt list, is my guess. Start the year. 100%. I'm winding down, too. I only have like $70 left on my account here. So that's it for me. I'm already over $2,000 in best ball, and I have my redrafts all like my Wednesday is my first fan tracks. Starting Saturday, I draft 2 or 3 teams every single day until the start of the season, including the Wednesday that it actually starts. I have a $250 draft at 4 p.m., 2 hours before the game starts. So, yeah, this is the last, I'm going to do a couple nights here and there, like one best ball maybe in some of those nights, but not as many that once the redraft season starts because I'm a redraft kind of guy. Yeah, we'll take St. Brown here. That seems great. I think it might be. I know it's Quaid. Is it John Quaid? I don't know if it's John Quaid. They always just call him Quaid. Someone looked that up for us. What's up, Dean? Someone looked it up. Hell yeah, Connor. Yeah, I know it's Quaid for sure. Are these guys auto-drafting? Can you see that? Hey, the third pick's nice, man. You either get Drake May, you can go quarterback, Lamar Drake May, you can go with elite running back. Oh, okay, it is John Quaid. Hell yeah, dude. God, I love Total Recall, bro. I love all Arnold movies. Like, honestly, like one of my Predator, obviously. Terminator 2 is my probably the best movie of all time in my mind. But Commando is a fucking wild, like total just 80s Coke movie. Like, they're not doing blow in the movie. Everyone in the movie besides Arnold, maybe he was. We're all like the directors, all blown out of their mind. Just great movie. Love Commando. Oh, dude, Duke Nukem. Love Duke Nukem. There was a bunch of great games. Perfect Dark was a nice play off of 007, Halo. But yeah, Duke Nukem was a throwback. The single player mode was pretty wild. The campaign. That's a pretty nice start here. Rory was trying to sell Chase Brown today, and he's overreacted this preseason thing a little bit. I'm not worried about it at all. I know P. Ryan's going to be involved, but Chase Brown, this is Chase Brown's team. At least this is Chase Brown's backfield. So I'm not scared off Chase Brown. Really safe start, in my opinion. They had the same bye, but St. Brown and Chase Brown, the Browns, love this. Love this. Love this start. We're loving this start. I don't know where Mouse at. He paid for the draft and to have it, another stream. Give me an $18 banger earlier, which put us over the top. And I've not seen him. Maybe he'll pop in here a little later. George Pickens. So who's in here with us? I haven't even looked. Montana did not get the first pick. That's wild. Oh, Mouth is in here. Mouth is actually at the turn. Mouth at 12. We have Styles at 11. Montana at 10. McAuliffe at 7. Connor at 6. This is Cameron at 5, right? And then that's it. All right, I didn't see you in the chat. Shut up, Mouth. What's going on? Jefferson Henry, pretty nice start there. There goes Olave. That makes a lot of sense. Did you say something in the chat? I'm trying. All right. We'll see how far Jeremiah Love falls in this one. Yeah, I was a Halo guy. Definitely, obviously, some sports games, but Halo for sure. Halo 2. 007 was the original. I was in second grade. That game was fucking epic. And then, Flowers. Okay, good options here at wide receiver. And then Call of Duty. I'm still playing Blackout. Have you ever played Blackout, Ruben? That was the original Battle Royale before Warzone. Black Ops 4. We're still playing. The lobbies are a lot better on PlayStation. We play on Xbox. I just got my 3,000th win in Blackout like 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago. I only played in the winter because I worked in the golf industry, so I would barely play for the 8 months. I'd play like all day, at least like 6 hours a day, 5 days a week during the winter. It's been out since 2018. Halo 2, yeah, Halo 2 was fucking awesome. Halo 2 was almost GoldenEye level in terms of impact, right? GoldenEye was different because it was the first time we could ever play with four people. Four-way split screen was just unreal, dude. I used to play for like 10 hours straight with my boys. It's like 6 in the morning. We're still fucking playing and eating candy. Dude, they made them so much better back then. Yeah, Blackout for me is like when that game finally shuts down, we might go over to PlayStation. I don't like Warzone. It's not a battle royale if you can buy yourself back. I don't know what we're going to do. We've been playing, me and my same crew of guys have been playing. We have a crew of like 9. We rotate. A lot of times we're playing against each other because it's teams of 4 when we're all on. And we've been playing for so long, dude. Since 2018, pretty much same group. We pick up some guys. I've met, I play with these dudes from Canada I met just online. Video games are family, man. Like online. There goes Ibuka. You know what? This makes a lot of sense. With the news about Tyson, let's take ETN here. Yeah, Doom was goated for sure. Black Ops 1 and 2 on PlayStation. I used to play a lot of multiplayer as well on Call of Duty. And then once Blackout came out, I was like, I'm never going back to fucking Team Deathmatch. Counter-Strike was really fun, dude. We used to go to the like internet cafe and all just get on a computer and play Counter-Strike against each other. It was dope, man. Still is dope. I admit I still play. I have a million hobbies, guys. I'm a drummer. I'm a golfer. I'm a bowler. I've taken a break on bowling, but love video games. Obviously, fantasy football. Masturbating. Dogs. My wife. Drinking. All right. So many injuries now. These drafts are going wild. It's funny you say that, Cruz. Big Ray, Dr. Ray, we all know and love him. He still plays in a Halo. I think they play, I don't know what Halo game they play. Not Halo 3, but the one after that. They get together once a year for a LAN party. Still do it, which is pretty epic. Used to love those, dude. Having like 8 or 12 people with 3 different TVs in different rooms and just talking shit and awesome stuff. There goes Burden. Shit. Yeah, give me all these guys here. Oh, we have Devonta Smith. We got a pretty solid start here. Halo Reach, that might be the one. Well, yeah, the Tyson news. It wasn't a meniscus, but it might as well be, man. 2 months for a hammy is pretty diabolical. There goes JMO. I was gonna hope to get definitely a huge Lion stack here with St. Brown, but we got some nice options available for us. You know what? At this point, it's Rome or it's Christian Watson. Give me Rome. Give me Rome. With the news of Monungai today, the Bears are dropping like flies. Luther Burden's still a question. I have so much Christian Watson, and I still love taking Matthew Golden. So if I wasn't going to go with the Packers build, which I don't really want to, I don't want to take Watson and Matthew Golden without Jordan Love. It does open up a chance to get Caleb at 80. That I've seen that happen. We can go with Jalen Hurts. We can go with Tyler Shuck later. We can still go with Joe Burrow. Obviously, Jared Goff is in play. Should we get a little Dr. Ray? What does Dr. Ray think about Tyson? Let's hear from Dr. himself.
He had a meniscus issue, which totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
Yeah, I've never really been into skins or any of that shit. I've never paid for anything in a video game. Not my bag, baby. Okay. Carnell Tate. I don't want Carnell Tate, bro. I also don't want fucking Price. No fucking way. There goes Tate. This is going to leave me with a pretty rough situation here. Go eat those guys. Wonder where Jordan Tyson goes in this draft. I might take a fall on him. It's not ideal, but this is still going to be Tyler Warren for me. We love Ray. You'll see Ray on Saturday, his normal Saturday slot this week. We got a pretty big week coming up tomorrow. So technically it's today, but Tuesday night, I'll say that, is the Fantasy Football Garage. Chris the Candyman. We're doing a home and away like me and Blunt did. I'm going to his show, I think 9 or 9:30 p.m. Central for a draft or two. Then he's going to come over here and talk about his exposures. Wednesday is going to be my first Fantrax draft actually streamed this year. My first that I'm streaming, my first I'm doing. The first of 34 drafts I'll be streaming. That's on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central, kind of earlier for the draft. Then we'll do draft grades and talk about just the ADPs that we see in the first draft. And then I'll probably just do like a mailbag or something, hang out with you guys. Thursday is another collaboration with Who Hames. That's the same kind of situation. I go on his channel, then he comes on ours. Friday is Storey with the part 2 of the ranked disputes. Saturday is Big Ray drafting. And then after that, actually Saturday I have a draft as well. So starting Saturday, though, I have a draft, 1 or 2 drafts, or 3 sometimes, Fantrax public leagues, till the season starts, until literally the day of the season. I'll be... my last draft is literally 4 p.m. Central on Wednesday, the Wednesday the 9th. It's opening day. So I'm going to be on about 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours a day, starting on Saturday until the season starts. So it's going to be a grind. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Although I have 40 drafts to do. I did my first one. That was Nico's home league. So I have 39 drafts ahead of me. And then all the segments that you come to know and love with all the guests. And then still a little bit of best ball here and there. But no better place to get up-to-date stuff with ADP and just... These are sharp, big money leagues I'm doing. So still some $100 mixing there. A lot of 250s, though. I don't like to do... I used to do like 4 or 5 $500 leagues. I spread that out to do more 250s and a couple extra 100s because I always win those. Yeah, Warren is definitely better in PPR, though. I think that's why he goes earlier on those other platforms. There goes the quarterbacks, which is fine. I get blocked out here at quarterback just a bit. This is just going to be DK, I think. Don't love the stacking options here. I think I might take Alec Pierce later and make this a Colts build. I could still take Sam Laporta at pick 89. I doubt he falls back. I'm guessing Mal's going to take Laporta here. But he only has one running back, so I guess we have to see. Well, there goes Laporta, so no big deal. It's no big deal. Or we'll take Josh Downs. I'm not too scared about it. Chris Godwin's a good option as well. Harvey and Quorum. Could take a fall on Dak. 89 for Dak seems pretty fair. I'll just pop him in there. There goes Godwin and Harvey, two guys in my queue. Damn it. That is a very solid lineup this week. Not a big Carnell Tate fan here. I have some shares of him. I'm at like 4% on Carnell Tate, which is on brand with what I've been saying about Tate before he was even drafted by the Titans. I like the spot more than some, but it just looks like it could be rough, man. And Jesus, dude, this is not ideal here. Dak has a 14 bye. We might just take an unstacked Dak and just backstack it because let's do that. I can get Ferguson and end the tight end room. I feel like that's pretty good value. Herbert's already gone way early, right? All the other quarterbacks are gone. Trevor Lawrence is there, but there goes Lawrence. So I feel pretty good about my Dak pick. Not correlated. At this point, I'm not going to sacrifice the team for just to force stacks. And we have options for sure. Only Eddie is in at 10. What's going on, Eddie? Are you? I don't think so. In at 10. In a 10. You're not. I don't know what that means in a 10 because you're in a 10-man draft right now because 10 on this draft's Montana, my boy. Shout out to Montana for finally not getting. Actually, you did get the first pick. Jesus, every time Montana is just the luckiest guy in the world, and we're the luckiest community in the world to have Montana in there. Oh, I got you. I didn't see the rest of the comment. You missed it. In a 10-man league, what do you feel like is the top 3 spots? I like to be in it. The smaller the league, a 10-man league, I want to be at the front because you don't have to worry about the bring back is so much easier. And I want to take Bowers. You can take Bowers at 19. So I think number 3, 1, 2, and 3. You want that elite player makes a bigger difference in a 10-man league. That's more shallow because it's going to be shallow in general. The player pool is shallower. And I want a top 3 pick because I also love the problem with top 3 in a 12-man is picking 22, 23, 24, end of the second round, then early third round. It's kind of gross. Olave is up there now, but like Pickens, it's not a good situation to be in. In a 10-man, you're getting fucking Derrick Henry. You're getting Brock Bowers, and I love Brock Bowers in a 10-man league specifically. Fucking got to do that shit. You can go take Josh Allen at the 2-3 turn because you could take quarterback much earlier in a 10-man league. You want that advantage. You're not going to hurt the rest of the positions. So what to do here? There's been like no news on. We're just going to take Jared Goff and kind of end this quarterback room here with Prescott and Goff. We have St. Brown. So now we need to prioritize Jake Ferguson to stack up with Dak. And then probably Isaac Tesla. I know he's falling in these drafts too. It should be pretty easy to grab Tesla these days. Let's see. I don't take a lot of Jake Ferguson. 134. So I'm at 128. Should be an easy snag there for Ferguson. And I would end the tight end room as well with Warren and Ferguson. So we're going to go with a 2 quarterback, 2 tight end build in theory, which is super nice for our team. Let's look at the squad so far. I got to make up running back. We have Chase Brown and ETN. I do like that. And we just got to figure out the stacking. Receiver room's fine. Tyler Warren. This is an okay start. If we can land this fucker. Well, I'll tell you this, Eddie. I did my first draft of the year last night. It's a home league with kind of wonky settings. It's a 12-man. This is before the 2-month. I figured Tyson was going to miss the first like 3 games, and now it looks like he might not play to the fucking week 9. They have a week 8 bye. He fell to 105 last night in this league. It was half PPR, and there's 2 receivers, 2 running backs, 2 flex spots, pretty deep league. I got him in the 9th round, and that's before this news, right? So I'm thinking like, and this is a pretty sharp league, I'm thinking it probably 130, 140. We'll see where he goes tonight. This is pretty easy. Kenny Gainwell, right? We'll take Kenny G. Yeah, my 3rd running back. We'll take Kenny G here. 12th. I think it's later than the 12th round. Like I said, it was 9th round. So, okay, 12th and 13th round makes sense. It all depends. If you don't have an IR spot, dude, you don't want to take him at all. Because, like I said, they have a week 8 bye. He probably early projection of him coming back is like week 6. But if he still is not 100% healthy by week 6, why wouldn't they just hold him out till week 9 and have him rest through the bye week? Last thing I want to do is have him come back week 7, aggravated again, and then you have your bye week. So, and then you're still a ramp up period when you start. It's rough, man. And I'm lucky. I have like 3% Tyson, 2% Tyson on, for 400 drafts. I love the player. I'm just worried, I was worried about the injury history. And then obviously he missed OTAs with the same hammy. He missed all the draft process. So not good, man. It depends on the league. The shallower the league, the more likely I'm going to take him as well, because you can take bench players that don't play because your team's stacked and the waiver wire is really nice. First share of Jackson Mahomes. I'm guessing you have Lamar and Mahomes. No, Patrick Mahomes. I see what you did there. Yeah, McCall, you haven't done a lot of these, so you're still getting some first shares. Oh, 11%. I hated the price point, Ruben. And it's probably before you started watching this show, but I brought the attention that Vegas, and if you like Tyson, I mean, that bet's dead now, but they had Tyson for 3.5 receiving touchdowns and 699 receiving yards. It was like, no, less than that. It was like 650 receiving yards. That was just all I needed to hear. At pick 63.5 PPR, I was out. Just like, if Vegas is telling us it's that low at literally an early 60 pick, no way. And Vegas made my mind up for me there. I don't always side with Vegas, but it's like a tiebreaker situation. And that one was super easy for me to avoid. 60. Okay. Wow. That's your first share of Mahomes. Uh, 103 for dude. See, that's early. That's too early, bro. That's wild. Where did he go on this one? Did he go yet? Oh, he went 77 in this one. Was that Cameron? Well, now, of course, you regret it. I just don't think we couldn't assume that. So we're going to take, I can't risk Ferguson, right? Nope. Got to take Fergie here. Got to get something with Dak. And we already have St. Brown with Jared Goff. So we need one more stack. Ideally, one more each with these guys. Yeah, he went 77 here. Cameron, is that you that took him? I don't know if you knew the news. Maybe you're just going YOLO here. You think Michael Trigg is going to be the new Kyle Pitts without the volume? I love Michael Trigg. The fact that he was undrafted in a tight end class, in a draft that had 22 or 23 tight ends being drafted, is insane. The NFL knows something we don't. He didn't do a lot at the combine, and very long wingspan, but very bad vertical. I like Michael Trigg, but not going to hold my breath for anything with Michael Trigg at all. Yeah, keeper league. I don't know if it was a dynasty league, more so than a keeper league, man. So I'm a big Michael Trigg fan. I actually had him as my 6th rated tight end coming out. And a lot of those guys, I mentioned the 23 tight ends that were drafted this year. A lot of those guys were blockers, right? Inline blocking tight ends and guys that are playing 12. But that's still not a ringing endorsement. The guy was not drafted, you know? Great pickup for the Cowboys for sure. God. We're going to take Keaton Mitchell here. Fuck, dude. Do we take Algier? Man, with the news, what's my running back room look like? Let's take Algier, dude. With all the news right now, with Love, obviously Connor's probably going to the pup. Algier should be pretty nice early season. I don't really need the early season stuff as much, but yeah, I'm cool with that. And then we could end the room with like Jaden Blue. I think Jaden Blue is the perfect 5th running back if we can get him. We're always usually pretty drunk, man. What's up, Big Brand? Chris Bell stocks, 100%. I've been drafting a lot of Chris Bell ever since that report came out the last 3 weeks. Oh, mouth. 3 quarterbacks. They're all correlated, I'm sure. Good value on Baker. That's cool. But who's the stack with Shuck? I was debating if Shuck fell to take him. I don't like taking 3 quarterbacks unless I have. If I take even Bo Nix, I'm fine with probably 2. It's because Bo Nix and Baker had the same bye. That's why. That's why he did it. I made a brisket, took a nap. Hell yeah, that sounds like a great fucking time. Juwan, yeah, Juwan goes definitely a little higher than Hawk, like 20 picks higher. And Juwan's a better player this day. He looked better last year. But I like Juwan, dude. I made a lot of money on Juwan last year. Oh, you're talking about Tyson? I mean, they said 2 months, which they wouldn't like say that if it wasn't going to be 2 months. And right now, that means that week 5 is his earliest. Week 5 is probably his earliest return. But I mentioned they have a week 8 bye, which is concerning because if he's not back by week 6, they're not going to bring him back for week 7. They would just hold him out at that point. But I'm still pretty not. I was never bullish on Tyson. Now is when I'm going to buy him in redraft at least. Oh, tooting by a mile. I'm not a Parker Washington, bro. I am up though, and I need something here. I need something, and it's gross. It's really gross. Let's take Travis Hunter on this squad. I need some Hunter juice here. I haven't taken a receiver in a while. I made a lot of money on Parker Washington last year. His price point's just too high, man. It's just too high. And the guy I just took, Travis Hunter, will factor in for certain games. Brian Thomas is their actual leader in snaps. That's definitely going to happen. And they paid Jacoby Myers, so he's fine. Not in the 50s or 60s. I would take him in the mid-70s after Brian Thomas in best ball, especially. No, this is just a regular Hetzer. Well, this is best ball, so you need to roster more than 1. 2 or 3 is ideal. 3 if you wait. The reason he took his 3rd is because he had 2 week 10 buys. All right, pretty easy pick here. Ryan Flournoy. So now we have a double stack with Dak. We can still take Jaden Blue if he does fall to the next round, but I wanted to prioritize wide receiver and Flournoy. So look at the team. It's not my favorite team, but Dak and Jared Goff, pretty strong at quarterback. Chase Brown, ETN, Gainwell, and Algier. St. Brown, Smith, Rome, DK, Travis Hunter, and Flournoy with really strong tight end room of Tyler Warren and Jake Ferguson. So we're going to end it at 2 quarterbacks, 2 tight ends. Gives us a lot of flexibility with the other positions coming up later. We will do team reviews after this for all the community members. You know who you are in this draft. We'll talk about the teams. Well, the thing is, Teddy, I was actually the original Parker Washington slappy when there was money to be made on Parker Washington last year in the waiver wires. And I actually had Parker Washington in some best balls. I love Parker Washington. He's not the caliber of player and the role of player in a half PPR, especially to be drafted in the 5th round. Like, get the hell out of here with that shit. No way, no how. I won't do it. I said round 7 I'm comfortable with. I still want Brian Thomas over Parker Washington in best ball and in half PPR, right? Those 2 formats. If it's a PPR redraft league, yeah, I'm going to probably take Parker Washington over Brian Thomas. It's all league dependent. Whoa. He has 4 oh my God. Mouth, why do you have 4 quarterbacks? The hell's going on? I didn't realize you had... I was questioning it with 3. Well, that team's cooked. There's just no way it works out, brother. Sorry, but advancement rate on 4 quarterback teams, especially if you take an elite guy, it's like 0. Maybe the advancement rate could be there, but there's no way it's going to the championship. I do like Josh Allen, Malik Willis. That is a tasty combo for sure. And is Jaden Blue there? He is. He is there. So we're going to go... Tesla's fading. This is tough, man. Let's go Jaden Blue to finish off the running back room with Dak. Now we have 3 stacks with Dak, and Jaden Blue doesn't really count as much of a stack, but all right. No, this is not my favorite team. I mean, I've done so many of these that I don't even know what my favorite team is anymore. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. When he's in the field, it's not going to be a lot. They're going to target him, and they did that last year kind of with some gadget, not the Taysom Hill stuff in terms of the goal line stuff and like quarterback draws and shit like that, but it's going to be design stuff for Travis Hunter. Well, no one wants to say that shit because it's like everyone wants to talk up Parker Washington because he's trending. Like, we don't do that around here. And again, I ask anyone in here. I was the biggest Parker Washington fan. Him and Michael Wilson made me so much money last year. Like, I don't know, in my 36 leagues, I think I picked up Parker Washington in like 15 of them. Michael Wilson was, I had it in like maybe more than that. Everywhere. I had him even before everyone, and I love them. I love the players, love the situations, but it's a different year in the price, dude. The price is insane. Someone leave Tesla for me. Leave Tesla for me. Please leave me Tesla. No! Montana, I give you you get the first pick in the draft we do tonight for the draft order, and you do me dirty like that? It's fine. I have a really nice pivot here that's going to make a hell of a lot of sense. It's not great, but it's fine. Only 1 stack with Jared Goff's not great, but he's not my quarterback 1. Ted Hurst, baby. We have still not heard any updates with McMillan, really, and like Ibuka might miss week 1, so give me Ted Hurst. I already like Ted Hurst in the first place, but that being said, I want to shout out one of my co-hosts, Tom, who read the schedule. Just go look at the Jags schedule and look at the corners, and BTJ will be playing X this year. I think they're going to move around more than people think, but it is a murder. The first 6 weeks, the easiest matchup he has is Sauce Gardner. It's Stingley, it's Christian Gonzalez. It's insane. It's the toughest for an X receiver schedule you can have. And again, it doesn't really matter in best ball. They'll still catch his share of deep balls. But redraft, it'll be a tough start for sure. Like, it's a tough to put him in your lineup if he starts struggling. So I think we settled on in redrafts in home leagues. Don't draft Brian Thomas. Just trade for him week 5 because he will probably not light the world on fire. Exactly, with more talent, which is even more scary because I don't know why the Packers are doing that shit with no talent. The hockey lines bullshit. It really, really, really pissed me off.
What is happening here?
I haven't any idea, honestly.
I'm giving Frank a handy under the table.
That is true. Look, Snail, back off, because you're just mashing it now. It's not...
For God's sakes, Gail.
Mom, I'm sexually active now. Get over it.
33 years old. You're supposed to be sexually active. You're not supposed to be fondling your uncle under a table.
Whoa, we're not blood related.
That's how I see it. It's the same with the running back position. When you get to the Bucky, Hendy, Hendy's not really easy to trust, but Bucky, Hendy, Tootin, Judkins, that's where it's over. Then you have Price and Warren and Dowdle and guys I kind of like in certain team builds. That's the guys I trust. After that, and then what you just said about Brian Thomas and Marvin Harrison, those guys, after that, it gets to DK Metcalf, who I do trust, and Quentin Johnson to a lesser extent. After that, it's dart throws, and there's Chris Godwin's of the world. There's some safe options. There's some upside options as well, but it's more of a coin flip, and you're not guaranteed much. So I want those guys to be on my bench. I don't love those guys unless I have elite quarterback and elite tight end, which I'm not going to do very often in a redraft. I don't want those guys in my lineup, even in deep leagues. We need wide receivers here. Running back room, I think, is strong enough. Oh, shit. Never mind. We're going to take this dude. Yes, we are. Brian Robinson falling way too far. So let's look at the squad real quick. I didn't want to take a 6 running back, but I'm going 2-2 for onesies, so it made sense to take Brian Robinson here. So definitely some major upside. This one's paired with Dak, but Algier and Robinson, major upside. Floor play with Kenny Gainwell as well, and not just, I don't have 2 studs at running back. They're good, but they're not, it's not Saquon and fucking Genty. St. Brown, Devonta Smith, Roma Dunze, DK, Hunter, Flournoy, and Ted Hurst. This is a little grody. This part here, I'm going to take an 8th receiver to solidify that room. But actually not a bad team. We got a triple stack with Dak. Only 1 with Jared Goff. I really wanted that Tesla pick. But we're fine with Ted Hurst where we got him. So this is a pretty easy selection here. Yes, sir, it is. All right. Very easy selection. There goes Chris Bell. Got 2 guys in the queue, 2 options. No, I just love football, man, and I have a million other hobbies too. This is now my full-time gig, so this year I'm doing 40, but I've been doing 25 or more redraft leagues since 2012. And it's also a business deal for me. Like, I have lost 1 year since that time, and it's my winter job. It has been my winter job. I was in the golf industry, so I work seasonal. So it had been my winter job for all those years. I rely on that for literally money. Yeah, man, Bran, we have a bunch of them, and they're all usually $100. We have a $50 best ball. We might do one more best ball league, but I could put you on the waiting list. You got to join the community to get in. But we do a bunch of stuff, man. We did a dynasty startup. We also do a fantasy postseason draft, which is awesome, where your players get eliminated when the team loses. We did that last year. That was the first community draft league we ever did. We're doing a lot. This year we did 3. We have 4 community leagues. Next year we'll probably up that to 6 or 7. It's a good time, man. I commission them all, and all the OGs are in there that you know and love from this channel. McCullough. Oh, Kate Otten. What's up, Jedi? Even if you could pick your favorite team, it wouldn't win because everyone would be so chalk. 100%. 100%. Yeah, because Drake London, I'm not worried about the PCL, coming off the PCL, but I'm worried about the pairing with Tua, and it's going to be Tua to start. I got Chase Brown for Addison last year, so anything is possible. I mean, the start for Chase Brown was rough. I mean, it was really rough with the Burrow injury, and the Browning games were awful for everybody. And then even when Flacco was there, it became okay towards the end. What's going on, Wilson? How you doing, man? Drafted a team full of guys I never take. Watch this be the one. Sometimes you got to do that, man. Do you think Scatabo falls to free agent in a sharp league? Falls to what do you mean falls to free agent? No, in sharp league, Scatabo will be taken higher because he is an upside swing. Like Scatabo he's a league-winning pick, but he could also fucking kill you based on his concussion history, the Giants tanking, his not coming back from that shin injury, ankle injury. So the sharper the league, I feel like the higher Cam Scatabo will go. I didn't hear that, Disbandit. Jedi, yeah, I have like 2 or 3%. My main one was 3%, and then you can't look at all your exposures on Underdog, but the other tournaments was less than that, so like 2 or 3 probably. This team is a C. Holy crap, I made it a C. Again, I try to always say I don't grade my own teams. We should not be grading our own teams. This is what the exercise is for. Penix is terrible, but if there's one thing you can do is throw the ball to Drake London. Yeah, Penix is great for Drake London because the skill set match, right? He's got a rocket arm. He throws into tight windows. He loves Drake London. Oh, Mouth fell asleep? Jesus, when did you fall asleep, man? So all the quarterbacks were autoed? I guess we have to see his what happened. So let's get the team reviews here, gentlemen. Let me put a different tune on for the team reviews. Let's get something a little more chill, huh? Something a little chill. 3 of them, yes. Which 3? Did you take all 4 quarterbacks? Did Drake May, was that auto-picked? I got to hear this before I give it a grade. We're going to start with Cameron squad. Drake May and Cam Ward. Hold on. Am I missing something here? Oh, you had Joe Burrow. Okay. Cameron squad. Yeah, it was Burrow. So Cameron has Drake May and Cam Ward. Pretty nice value. Oh, Cam Ward, 20 picks after ADP. I like that. McCaffrey, J.K. Dobbins, Chuba Hubbard, Keaton Mitchell, and Jonah Coleman. Pretty balanced there. The floor with Dobbins and Coleman is nice. The security there with Christian McCaffrey especially. Chuba at 101, that's fair. And then Keaton Mitchell, 9 picks after ADP. He's going a lot higher than that typically. So I like this running back room. It all hinges on McCaffrey's health, as all McCaffrey teams will be. A.J. Brown, Terry McLaurin, J-Mo, Tyson at 77, Dubs, Higgins, Jennings, Caleb Douglas, Malachi Fields, Trey McBride, and Greg Dulcich. You know, for what we think might be a reach here with Tyson, with where we just heard him go on the other puppy and where I got him last night, where people are going to be taking him with the news, I don't hate this team. Like, the stacks are fine. The stretch right here gives you some insurance for the Tyson injury. Dubs, Higgins, and Jennings. Don't love it, but I like the top 3 guys you have. And the running back room is pretty fair. I love the value on Cam Ward. Pretty solid team, even with what we think is an early Tyson pick. Connor's squad. Herbert and Daniel Jones. Love, Swift, Mason, Rashad White, Zach Charbonnet, and Kamani Vidal. This is a deep running back room. I think you could have gone without Kamani Vidal, but you took him because you had Justin Herbert. Understand that one. JSN, DJ Moore, Marv, Pierce, Debo, Wicks, Keenan Allen, and Bateman. Keenan Allen, 174. Keep an eye on where he starts going. I think he might settle into the 160s now. Bowers and Waller. I hate the Waller pick just because he's not going to play the whole year. He's going to get hurt. I want someone like Freiermuth, and he was probably gone. That's probably the best you could have gotten, I guess. But it's a fine team. I love this running back room. Swift was a great pick with the potential Common guy missing quite a bit of games, or at least the start of the year and being a little hobbled. So a lot of floor here after Jeremiah Love with Swift, Mason, Rashad White, and then upside swing of Charbonnet and Kamani Vidal, who is correlated with your team. And pretty good team. Debo and Keenan Allen, 126 for Debo is pretty nice. Like the squad, Connor. If that's the last one, I do endorse that team. McAuliffe. We have Trevor Lawrence and Patty Mahomes, JT Hampton, Josh Jacobs, Price, and Mike Washington. 66 for Price is okay. I love him as a running back 4 in this situation. And I love these back 2 running backs. I'm not a Price guy, but in this build, makes some sense. Zay Flowers, Devontae Adams, Cortland Sutton, Jalen Coker, Trey Harris, Jacoby Lane, Zach Branch, Vele, and Tyquan Thornton. God, seeing Jacoby Lane go at 162. Guys, McAuliffe, we cannot be drinking this Kool-Aid, bro. Like, that is insane. I would not even draft Jacoby Lane. And you know what? I could be totally dead off on this one. Surratt is the starter, and actually Bateman's the starter. Surratt is the guy I would pick. So to take him at 162, love the Branch, Vele, and Tyquan Thornton. I love that. Like the same thing with Cyrus Allen. Give me Tyquan Thornton. But like how you save this receiver room. I just don't like the Lane pick. Everyone else likes the Lane pick, and that's fine. Travis Kelce and Brenton Strange, little light at tight ends, but you have Mahomes, so this team makes a hell of a lot of sense. The build is really nice. My concerns is typically tight end here with old guy and then Brenton Strange in a pretty crowded room. But this is pretty good, man. This is a pretty good team. Mouth, you missed my chug too. We got one more. Everyone tip their cap and thank Mouth the South. Guys, before I get to any more grades, Ian Eagle, you might have heard of him. Pretty legendary dude in the broadcasting and NFL and sports community. Not only is he going on Downtown Sports, I am going to be a special guest alongside Mr. Ian Eagle. So you want to hop over to YouTube right now. You're already on YouTube. Hop over and just check out Downtown Sports. Give them a sub. You want to sub to them so you see the video when it comes up. That's September 1st. Definitely check them out. Only twice a week. A lot more than just NFL talk there, but they're going to dive into the NFL starting for September 1st and on. And with Ian Eagle, who calls the games, been playing fantasy football since fucking 1990. Super excited about that. So yeah, definitely give them a look. Links in the description for the Spotify, but go over to the YouTube, the Downtown Sports Podcast. Definitely go over to the YouTube channel and give them a sub if you could. I'd really appreciate that. Lane is a USC guy, which means he'll be successful. That's not enough reasoning, right? Like that's like, okay, so Noah Fant was an Iowa tight end. They're all successful. Why has Noah Fant been terrible? You know what I mean? Like, it's so hard to put that one-to-one comparison, man. I thought he was overdrafted and didn't like the player. Maybe I think I'm the lowest on him in the world. I just feel like this hype. We're just going off camp hype and camp news. That works once in a while, like when Puka Nacua, but a lot of times it does not work. We don't hear about these guys again. I'm not saying we're not going to hear about him, but this 162 business, I'm sorry, brother. That's my personal opinion. I am not drinking the Kool-Aid at all. Not doing it. I do like the team, though. If that's my one gripe of the team, I like what you did after, right? This Vele was a great pick. He should be going way higher now. And then Tyquan Thornton, you know I'm a big Tyquan Thornton bro. So, yeah, Amon-Ra. Well, but Marvin Harrison also went to Ohio State, and all those guys hit. Marvin Harrison hasn't. So it's just, I get that it's a factory. You know, I understand that, and it does help the chances. If I'm correct, did Jacoby Lane transfer though? I don't think he played his whole career at USC. I mean, that's a story question. But I like the team though, McCall, for sure. Here's my squad. We have Dak, Jared Goff. You guys can give me a grade if you want. Dak and Jared Goff, Chase Brown, ETN, Kenny Gainwell, Algier, Jaden Blue, and Brian Robinson. It might be a little heavy at running back, but I was only going 2 quarterbacks, 2 tight ends, and I like the Brian Robinson value there for this running back room in particular. St. Brown, Devonta Smith, Roma Dunze, DK, Travis Hunter, Flournoy, Ted Hurst, and Torrey Horton, with Tyler Warren and Jake Ferguson. Good tight end room for sure. Pretty good value on both on Tyler Warren. And the Travis Hunter pick, again, I'm not a big fan of him. In best ball, I do like him a little. Obviously, no redraft Travis Hunter ever. But a little after ADP, I needed some juice there at 5, or at wide receiver 5, and I stacked up Flournoy. I love Ted Hurst, especially early season potential. And then Torrey Horton, I'm a big fan of. So let's get a chug going. What do you guys think about the squad? Give me a grade on the squad. I gotta pour a beer. Getting a little tipper here.
Excuse me, sir. This is private property. What are you doing?
Just taking it all in.
You're staring at my daughter's bedroom.
She's really grown into her body. This is going to be a fun summer for her.
All right, this is goes out to Mouth and also Beast of the East. So let's do a chug race for meeting the goal and just I like chugging beers.
Hey, here you go.
Didn't go down very smooth. All right, we got a B in the grade here, B+. Thank you, Teddy. Appreciate that. Very balanced, likely advancing. Yeah, I do have 3 stacks with Dak, which is okay, and they're all back stacks, but not ideal there with who the players were I stacked. We have Montana squad. Lamar and Malik Willis. I love that pairing. We have Genty, Kenneth Walker, Rico, Corm, and Dylan Sampson. Brother. This is what's up. This is like my fucking dream running back room here. Rico with the nice floor week to week touchdown potential. Blake Corum is a fucking league winner. If there's an injury to Kyron, not to mention, I think he's going to have some big touchdown games, like potential 2 touchdown games, even with Kyron playing. You know my love of Dylan Sampson. And I don't just say that because I want to play the clip, but we do want to talk to Sampson.
I want to talk to Sampson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
Love the running back room. Ladd, Jalen Waddle, Carnell Tate. Don't love that as a 3. Worthy, McMillan, Tucker, Tesla, Chris Bell. Some home run hitters, man, right here. Major upside week to week. Really a lot of goose egg potential. So if Waddle can't stay healthy, if Ladd's not a true number 1, and Tate is what I think he is, which is going to be inconsistent, there's some potential for some really rough wide receiver weeks. But all these guys can catch deep bombs. Chris Bell, buy yourself some time. He'll be like your 5th receiver on this team when he's healthy. And that's paired up with Malik Willis. Kyle Pitts, Mark Andrews, and Gunnar Helm. Let's go, dude. This is a great team. I mean, the only weakness is wide receiver. The wide receiver room is pretty risky. It's going to be inconsistent. But you have 8 of them. So it's a good team. This is Montana knows his shit. And this is a typical Montana team. Definitely approve that one. Let's go here. Josh Allen and Bryce Young at quarterback. That's a nice pairing I like as well. Only taking 2 and taking a late second guy that doesn't have any worry about losing his job or major health concerns, right? Bryce Young's been pretty goddamn healthy. So like that quarterback pairing. Barkley, Bucky, Warren, JCM, Ray Davis, and Justice Hill. With CeeDee Lamb, Ted McMillan, Josh Downs, Meyer, Shakir, Shaheed, Tank Dell, and Coleman. With Laporta and Kenyon Sadiq. So, quarterback room, like I said, I like that. I like how you took 6 running backs, and the Ray Davis pick was huge. 155 is going to have to go higher now. We still don't hear anything. We haven't heard anything about Ty Johnson. So, man, this is solid as hell. And the receiver room, there's a lot of floor here with Downs, Meyer, Shakir. But I think you got some nice upside with Shaheed, Tank Dell, and Keon Coleman. Laporta, Sadiq. Yeah, Eddie, I think I do, man. I don't have like a deal with them or anything, but let me check this out if you want to make one. Let's see. Invite a friend. I don't know what the actual code is. I can send it to you, but I don't have any information for you, so. You don't need to use my code, bro. It's all good. You can just find there's a bunch that give you the free money. Yeah, you could give it to a mouth. Take mouth's code. Good team. Good team. I like this one from Sam. I love the Shaheed pick. 134. That's money. All around, pretty good team. Don't love the tight end room with Sadiq, but it's solid, man. It's solid. All pretty good teams here. And then lastly, Mouse team, who got auto-drafted. Joe Burrow, Bo Nix, Baker Mayfield, Tyler Shuck. Super rough. Henry, Harvey, Monungai, Tajay Spears. Receiver room's okay. You know, I think this running back room is cooked, bro. It's so cooked. Like, Monungai might not start the year. Tajay Spears is going to have a lot of 4-point outings. RJ Harvey isn't even a starter. So this needs to be Derrick Henry going nuclear. You should not have taken a third tight end. Like, you need to address this running back room because this is the fucking F, bro. This running back room is an F. So it's like a D. I don't know. I can't even grade this team. Incomplete because the auto drafts. This 4-quarter, there's no chance. This team has no shot. Sorry, this running back room is just too rough, man. Like, there's going to be so many inconsistent games from RJ Harvey, Monungai, and Spears. And I'll see the upside of Ty. I see the upside of Monungai with an injury. Tajay Spears is never going to be the guy there. So this Kate Otten pick, maybe that was auto drafted. That had to be a running back for sure. Auto picks for sure fucked you, man. But that's a real rough one. Let's get over to the page. And the Otten thing fucked over Connor. That's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate. All right. Let's do 2 a.m., guys. 2 a.m. Central. It's 1:58 right now. So a little less than 2 minutes. We're going to join this Puppy 3. Probably the last Puppy 3 we do because it's going to be filled by tomorrow. We're at 66% full. No way. I thought it's more than that. Am I mistaken here? Yeah, it's 89% full. So it's going to be gone tomorrow. All right, 158 still. 159. So we have 1 minute. 1 minute, 2 a.m. Central. We're going to join this Puppy 3 draft with us. We'll do some team reviews as well. Hey, dude, there's a chance Lane breaks out. It just seems risky. I feel like you're drafting him not at his ceiling, but like his ADP should never be that high. Like the risk is huge there. I just don't see the upside. If you have Lamar, maybe. Again, I'm just a Surratt guy. And I'm not even that confident in Surratt. I think Bateman is still they got to have the veteran out there, man. Like this offense is lacking. Tez Walker's still there. Or Tez Johnson, I think it is. Is it Johnson or Walker? One of the Tezes. Whoever scores the touchdowns there. All right, we're almost there. It's 1 page. I'm hitting the enter. I'm not entering it yet. We're almost there. 2 a.m. Central. We're joining this fucker. There it is. All right. Good timing. Looks like everyone got in. From what I saw, I hit it right at the time. All right. And guys, definitely go over and check out Downtown Sports on YouTube and give them a sub. Ian Eagle, myself, going to be on the show September 1st. We also have a thing in the community. I got 11. I love 11. Peanut Punch at 1, Jedi at 2, Sam at 3, Connor at 5, Cameron at 8, Mouth at 12 again. I'm next to Mouth, and then McAuliffe at 10. So I'm smashed between McAuliffe and Mouth. A lot of us in this one. We do have a thing going on right now in our community on the Discord for that Iron Eagle show. So if you want to hop in, there's a lot of reasons to hop in. It's football season. We're doing the best question. We're gonna have a bunch of people ask questions and submit their question that we're gonna ask on air to Iron Eagle, and we'll call you out by name, and we're gonna choose a winner, and we're gonna read that question off to Mr. Iron Eagle. So if you want to get in our community, it is all run through Discord, and there's a bunch of different channels set up. Use the code PRO on the Patreon to get into the community, and you get 50% off your first month. This is the time to get in for many reasons. I'll say this, the 1 year anniversary of the streams. We've been on the show for 5 years, but the stream started about exactly a year ago on Wednesday. So we have 2 more days. Anyone that signs up before Wednesday is officially an OG. That means you're grandfathered in at whatever tier you get into. Whatever price you get is for life. Whenever an inflation and when shit happens, when the show hits, when the bets continue to be as lucrative as they have been, the prices will eventually go up. Not for you if you're an OG. Never, ever, ever, ever grandfathered in, my guys. So if you like to bet, maybe if you struggle, even if you don't, you tell these bets and you make way more money. Also, a lot of other goodies here. The free merchandise, the guest spots in the show. I love having fans in the show. We've had like 12 different community members on the show in the past year. We're going to have a fan Friday. Every Friday, a couple fans will come on the show and talk ball for an hour or two, answer questions, just have a good time. And yeah, the Discord, all that good stuff, as well as the bets. So if you have any questions, ask the chat, ask me. Most of these guys are in the community already. So ask them if you have any concerns, questions. What do we offer? Is it worth it? All these guys have stuck around. So that is true. The last team, you fell asleep. So that was not a reflection of Mouth's drafting prowess or what he does. What's up? Are you in this, Bandit? All right, we got 3 awesome picks here. I love 11, dude. 11 is such a money spot this year, especially in Underdog half PPR. There goes Jefferson. We're going to be sitting really pretty here with this draft. Appreciate the kind words, Mouth, as always. And there goes Henry. So we're just going to take Mr. Saquon Barkley. Is it him or Kenneth Walker? I'm fine with either of those guys there. There goes Hampton, Chase Brown, and Kenneth Walker. Usually that's how it goes. A lot of those running backs will go back to back to back to back to back. All right, Mouth. You're right next to me. You're right next to McAuliffe. I think that's Dean. Dean at 9, right? Is that you at 9? Cameron at 8. So we have 5 of us in a row to end this on the right side. And there's also 4 people there on the left side. Oh yeah. Disbanded, you are a grandfather. Then you're a goddamn professional, man. And do also want to shout out to the people in there. Thank you for reminding me. I like to also give you guys a shout out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep you guys all in different colors too. When I make the new graphic after Wednesday, you guys are all fucking gonna be. I think we'll make it green or something. Maybe we'll stick with yellow, and everyone else will be a different color, like blue. But gotta shout out grandfathered in forever, man. Forever. If this show's in 20 years, like the $5 people that are in there for $5, just get the Discord. That's gonna be a really good deal. Even the $10 for the bets, like that's gonna be nothing in 5 years. But don't matter to me. I appreciate you guys that are doing it now, because this is the time the show really needs it. We need as much as we can get. We're still a small time. We don't have a sponsor yet, which I haven't reached out. I could have got like a promo code sponsor. I want an actual sponsor that is going to ride or die with me and with the growth of the channel, that sees what we're really doing. I did have one, if you remember, for in December. Not a very reputable daily sports site, and I realized, like, they paid me and they're going to pay me every month, and I was like, I don't want to sign up for the site. And I was like, how could I tell my followers to do the same? If I'm not one to put my money in there, I'm definitely not going to tell you guys to, because that's the worst way. That's the best way to get me, to have you guys pissed off if you guys lose money. So definitely, I did have one, but Chris Olave there. I will do my best, man. He is a busy dude he collaborates with a lot of people. So I think my best, I have a lot of people I also want to collaborate with. So I'm sure he'll reach out to me again sometime during the season. Yeah, I don't have the funding, and like buying subs and shit like that is definitely not worth it. But this is, the nice thing is this is grassroots, man. And I've earned all the people, like I want the people that want to be here, right? And yeah, that shit's expensive, bro. Like social media teams and stuff like that. So we have a pretty nice fall here for one player in particular. Let's see if he falls. Let's see if McAuliffe takes him. The counselor. No, for a million reasons, no. And we'll just take the fall on Breece Hall. Not too worried about this groin injury. And Miles definitely taking Javonte Williams here. I can guarantee that. So we're going to take... let's take Tet. I don't want two Jets players, personally. Notorious. I think I've seen his stuff, dude. There's so much out there right now. I think I've seen Notorious. I'm open for anyone. I mean, again, we have fans in the show here, so like I know most people aren't doing that because most people think that they're elite and this guy isn't worthy to come on my show, dude. Fuck that, man. As long as you're a cool dude and you know ball, I'm in, dude. I'm in for anyone. Eddie, if you want to join the community, man, you're always welcome to come on, talk ball, talk about Helen Hunts. Or we talk about a lot of random shit around here too. Yeah, every Friday is going to be, once the season starts, Friday is going to be our fan night. I'm going to have Tom on, my Friday night guy, Tom, who's super bright, super sharp kid. He's going to be on for an hour and a half, and then usually I'm 3 or 4 hours a night here. So then the last 2 hours going to be two fans every single Friday, rotating from all the fanatics. We have like 12 people that qualify, so. Yeah, I've been talking to Bayou a little bit. He's been on the streams, and I watched some of his show. I was in the stream the other day. He's, well, Eddie, like I said, man, anyone is welcome. You just got the requirements to be a fan guest, which, again, it's not just like a one-time appearance. These guys have been on like 5 or 6 times already, is a fanatic. Got to be a fanatic in the Patreon, in the community. And that gets everything. You get every single thing as a fanatic. I help you guys. I help draft your teams, manage your teams, one-on-one stuff. Like I'm there for almost everybody in the community. I'm on there all day. That's my job. I'm trying to help you guys make your life easier. I want to watch the film so you guys don't have to. Again, don't take everything I say as gospel. That's the thing but pair your opinions with mine, and we're gonna make a lot of money. We made a lot of money last year, not just in betting but in fantasy. And thank you, Michael Wilson and Parker Washington and Harold Fannin. Those are my 3 waiver wire pickups I had everywhere. And hopefully more of the same this year. I've had a really long track record, 5 years in the show, but 16 years of playing a crazy amount of leagues. There goes Bucky. So I'm glad I went with Breece Hall there, because these running backs like Tootin and Henderson will not make it back to me. So we're really comfortable here. That means the wide receivers are falling, which we like. Tyler Warren's falling a little bit too. Someone should take Lamar here as well. There goes Tootin. All right. Sweet. 4 dudes in the queue, up in 4 picks. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get anyone else after this that I like because Mouth has back-to-backs right after me, and that's going to be a tough one to swallow. Oh, hell yeah, man. You really good last year on that same exact segment, essentially. Oh, man, I got 2 guys next to me. No. This is really rough. Jesus. Everyone just got sniped. At this point, I'm going to take Lamar. I'm going to take a naked Lamar, whatever. There's no one else I liked. So I figured Mouth would probably take him. So we got to make sure we definitely get Mark Andrews in the squad. God damn, this is super rough. I guess we're going to go. This sucks. I'm going to go Marv here. Let's go Marv. Don't love it, but I've been drinking a lot of Brian Thomas recently. Jedi doing 3 drafts at once was a horrible decision. 2 drafts at once is tough at Underdog because how short the clock is. But that is definitely a tough one, dude.
Looking back, I never should have tried to do 2 fantasy football drafts while flying a plane. I ended up with 4 defenses. Ugh.
FE117, looks like you got rough weather. Maybe you should just do auto draft for your fantasy leagues, over?
Negative control. I am heterosexual, over.
How about pick'ems? Mouth is on those things. I don't pick games really. I mean, I will pick games, but I don't put my money on that shit. Me and my wife do a couple of those survivals and pick'ems. No, I am a fantasy guy and I am a player prop guy, which ties into fantasy. I know what I know and I stay in my lane because I don't want to lose money, right? And I'll sprinkle in a survival pool, but me and my wife do that for fun. She's actually pretty good at that. Like, my bias is I just know it's NFL is so sharp. Like lines and game picks is hard, dude. I know fantasy, and that's what I know. So I'll stick with what I know and what I do well. That's a big thing in life, not just fantasy, right? Like knowing what you know and not trying to do too much and not being overconfident, right? Like I know a lot of ball and I know a lot of real life NFL too, but that's not my strength. So I'm also not going to give people advice that's going to lose them money. Not in the business of doing that. I don't like the start. Like the start. Running back's really strong, but this receiver room is just garbage. Garbage. I'm going to take Bateman on this team. The guy can get in the last round now. There's Dak at 73. Nixon 5, baby. I could take Tyson. If he falls super late with this team, because I'm going to take so many receivers, that actually might work out. Okay, no world I'm taking a tight end here. They're all gone. They're all gone, man. We could. Caleb is too much. Someone's got to take Caleb, so I don't have to take him. All right, McAuliffe has 4 receivers. He takes Caleb. Cool. We're going to take Sutton. And I know Mouth is definitely taking Addison here. I feel like he's going to take Addison. Probably Godwin and Addison. He just took Godwin, though. It's like you want to diversify a little bit. So we'll see what he goes with here. T-Law with Parker Washington. Don't do it to me, mouth. And Blake Corum. So we're going to take Godwin. That's a really good pairing. Need some safety early in the year. Nobody does know the future. That's also part of it, not knowing. I mean, certain things I could be very confident in, but nothing should ever be in absolutes. That's the way to lose a lot of money in fantasy and gambling. And again, I this is my like livelihood is like if I lose on fantasy and I lose on my gambling picks, I'm in a world of hurt. I rely on actually doubling my money. So that's the one thing I think is nice that people do believe and trust. You know, I'm putting my hard-earned money on all this shit. I have no sponsors here. This is all me on Best Ball. My $6,000 in redraft is all funded by myself and the show. But thanks, man. I mean, I didn't really need Godwin for a stack or anything, but he made a lot of sense. I would have been fine with taking Jordan Addison there, I guess. I thought you were going to go with Addison, but. And I'm sure you're going to be probably rocking with. Well, you already have Jefferson, so I'm not going to take Kyler. Got you there. There goes Big Cock Brock. He's got Mike Evans. That makes some sense. There goes Diggy. I didn't realize you. I guess I did know you took him, but I didn't realize you did. $130, huh? Oh, this is pushing it, bro. This is really pushing it, but I need to push it. I can't reach on this. Lamar doesn't have to be stacked. I mean, it definitely helps, but just keep on building the best team we can. We'll put him in there, and this could also be 121. That won't happen either. You can actually do that. Both, bro. You know, I'm a fat dude. The answer is both. I want all of them. There goes Love. Jackson Dart's available. Don't have any reason to take Jackson Dart, though. So we're gonna take Kenny Gainwell. Let me see this real quick. Let's take Gainwell. I think this is the best play right here. Is to take Gainwell, and then this is a pretty big reach, but he's not coming back to me, bro. And we're gonna take Baker here, and the quarterback room. We have Godwin, Gainwell, and Baker. We got hope Mark Andrews falls back. Ending this at 2 quarterbacks, which gives me the volume at wide receiver later. And then we could probably take Ted Hurst as well. It might be too many stacks with Baker, but the Ibuka news scares the hell out of me. And Bucky is not a mark of health, So there's a lot of ways this could work out. Again, Baker and Lamar is probably heavy at quarterback, but I'm only going 2. Could definitely work out there. There was no way Baker was making it back. Even if he did, then I'd have to probably miss out on Mark Andrews, who Mouth could potentially take. So we'll see. We need Mark Andrews. Now we don't need it as much because we have the stacks with Baker. We shall see. Thank you, McAuliffe. That's a good way. I don't act like that with actual gambling, but like if I take a trip to Vegas, let's say I bring a G to Vegas, like I'm going to that trip essentially. That's my entertainment, and if I lose $1,000, I'm not gonna be happy about it. But it's kind of built in, right? Like it's built in that I'm just gonna take 1,000. If I lose it, I lose it. It's nice to win money, but yeah, take Hawkinson. You're good. And there goes all the quarterbacks. So that is really good for me, considering I don't. Yeah, they're all gone now. It's Malik Willis, who should also go here pretty soon. There's no way he comes back. There's too many teams that don't have a tight end. There goes Ferguson. Come on. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Who's got Hurts? Oh, the Hurts team already drafted, so there's no Goddard selection there. There goes Concepcion. All right, we're kind of dodging some bullets here. A lot of receivers off the board. I would take Stribling if he's there. There goes Stribling. Okay, good pick. Mouth already has a tight end, right? He has Tyler Warren. Fuck yes. So we are going to take potentially Debo. Oh, there goes Debo. So I'm going to take Chris Rodriguez. Oh, that's too much at fucking running back, bro. Let's take Shaheed. And then we're going to pair up Mark Andrews. We got Mark Andrews around late because he has Tyler Warren. He can't take a 13. He needs my boy Hawkinson. Worked out because he needed a running back. I didn't need a running back. And then Coker I would have taken, but I already have Ted McMillan's working pretty simpatico here. There's Mark Andrews. Team is actually okay. I hated reaching on Baker. But we got really good value on Lamar at 59. I love that. I think his ADP should be 50, personally. Lamar and Baker, Genty, Barkley, Breece Hall, Kenny Gainwell, Tet, Marvin Harrison, Cortland Sutton, Chris Godwin, and Shaheed with Mark Andrews. So this is the weakness of the team. We're only going to take one more running back. We could argue that 4 running backs might be enough on this team, and I think I might make that bet in a puppy. If I get a running back value here in 2 rounds or so, I will pull the trigger on it. But there is really no point. I need this receiver room to come together, so it's probably the play. I love Vegas, man. It's overrated, right, from what people say and what you see in movies, but it's a great time. And now it's a great time to go. They're giving it away. It's really hurting, dude. For a lot of reasons, it's hurting. And you get not free rooms, but super cheap, man. And the nice thing is it's just not crowded, right? Like you can go to Harrah's or one of the smaller hotels that are still super nice. Fucking have the place to yourself, bro. Here goes Algier. Was it a stack with Shakir? No, it wasn't. I mean, at that point, though, Shakir's a value, bro. I know he only scores 4 touchdowns a year, and there's not a lot of spike week potential. There will be this year. I really feel like this offense is going to open up with DJ Moore being there. So I think Shakir is pretty underrated. Again, it's way better redraft pick for depth and shit, but not so much best ball. I actually think he's an underrated pick. Yeah, dude, it could be a 2-4-9-3 build, realistically. Like I said, if I get like a Tank Bigsby, I already have fucking Saquon, but someone like that, right? A upside Mike Washington type player, then maybe I could take a 5th running back. But probably not my best interest unless it's value and it's late. Never been to Atlanta City, man. Just took this is Bretton Strange. Seems like good value. Let's take Trey Harris with the officially Keenan Allen not coming back. I've been drafting like this for a while now, but the official no Keenan Allen should drive up Trey Harris's price. Only a couple picks out of ADP. I do like his fantasy playoff schedule. And I might want to take Gaston here as well. This is gonna be Hawkinson. You got to take him here, Mouth. If you don't take him, there's no way he's falling back to you. I won't take him, but there's no way he's falling back to you. So let's take another Chargers player. And then we can either take Kate Otten, is probably the play, or I need one more trusted guy in that last tier. Freiermuth, Kate Otten, Terrence Ferguson. Ah, fuck. My bad, bro. I didn't know you had Herbert. I can't pay attention. You should say something in the chat next time. I think that Mouth was going to take him if I didn't. McAuliffe. Mouth, would you have taken him if I didn't take him? Because, like, I think we want Trey Harris over Hunter. Maybe not. I do. Marshawn Lloyd. Keaton Mitchell. You have Ladd already? You have Ladd already. So you already have a double stack with Keaton. Fuck. And I took Gaston. Oh, you couldn't have taken Gaston anyway. Yeah, or you should have taken Gaston. My bad. A lot going on here, man. 100% I want Trey Harris. I am not keen on Keenan Allen. I just think he's a depth piece. He's gonna score some touchdowns. He'll be on the field a little bit, but not too big on Keenan Allen. I mean, the film was bad last year. The numbers were pretty good. That was tied to Justin Herbert, though. And it was a pretty lucrative role as well. Hunter for T-Law. There you go. All right, so we pretty extensive team reviews after this. Yeah, what you do is you just take David Njoku later. I just think that, maybe even Njoku outscores Gaston. I don't think so, but I think Gaston, he's a seam splitter. He's an athletic dude. He's going to have some big weeks, right? Some long touchdowns. Some big yardage games as well, which is what I'm looking for in a best ball tight end too. Oh, shit. I think this is the answer right here. This is probably the answer if I want another tight end here. Fuck, I also like Pat Bryant. Let's get some Pat Bryant love in here. Another week 10 bye, but I am definitely a little low on Pat Bryant because I love the player. Huhame's got me kind of a little bit more into Pat Bryant. I went back and watched some film, and I do like him. This is probably going to be Kenyon Sadiq here or Ferguson. There goes Pacheco. That was really good value. I don't think I need 9 receivers in this team. I feel pretty comfortable with my receivers. So we're going to go. Oof. Quite a bit of guys available. Let's see. We're going to take. Let's take Ray Davis. I'm going to take a 5th running back. Who knows, man? If Ty Johnson's out for a really extended period, Ray Davis would be going to 140. So let's get a nice Ray Davis at ADP, which should not be his ADP share. That's the type of running back I would take as my 5. Now, I might be a little heavy at running back. I need this to be an elite room. Quarterback room strong. Tight end room's going to be a little weak. I'm going to take a 3rd one. I got to hope I get some value falling back. But I need an 8th receiver here. It's a pretty strong team, all in all. Better than I thought it would shape out to look after the first, 7 or 8 rounds. Yeah, redraft Gatson, it seems like a risky proposition, but this is best ball, right? Let's I think he's going to return value just based on like 3 or 4 spike weeks. And the upside of the offense goes nuclear, he'll benefit. Or if Njoku, who's been hurt recently, he's getting up there in age. If he were to get hurt, then Gadsden's like a top 10 guy. We saw that last year. I love these late receivers, man. There's so many I dig. I can't have them all, though, you know. I want to. Definitely fucking want to. Guys, we are only 6 subs away from 3,100. So it's been 3 weeks since we got 3,000. So that's pretty nice, man. 94 subs in 3 weeks. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. I mean, we're out here grinding 4 hours a night for that, but totally cool. Totally cool. Appreciate that. Oh, is this too much with the Bucks? We have Gainwell and Godwin. Okay, that's only 2. I can take a third share, or do we want Ted Hurst? Ted Hurst is already gone, right? Okay, there goes Vele. Nice pick there. So we're gonna let's take K-Dot. This is almost like banking into Ibuka being garbage, hurt, not the same type team, which is a fine bet to make right now. It's still pretty, murky, the news they're giving us. Tottenham is pretty good, and we have some really good options here. Torrey Horton. All good, all good, all good. Is there anyone else I like? Is this risky to take Chris Bell? Do I have risky receivers? Tat Marvin, Sutton, Godwin. No, hell no. This is definitely a Chris Bell selection. Makes a lot of sense here. It does make my receiver room a little riskier. The only having 7, but I think I took a lot of guys that are good for early part of the season, right? Like Tat Marvin, Sutton, and Godwin should be super safe early on. And then Shaheed, Trey Harris, Pat Bryant. It's not a great room, but again, we're not flexing receiver very often this team. Ideally, it's going to be Breece Hall, Gainwell, maybe a chance for one of these tight ends. That's unlikely. But good quarterback room, really good running back room. It's like a D for wide receivers, not going to lie about that. And then the tight end room is average. Pretty decent team. I think I drafted 2 pretty good teams to end this puppy. Yeah, you did leave Thornton to me. I have so much Thornton, dude. And if Chris Bell is going to fall in the last round when the news is positive, give me the Chris Bell upside. I need more upside, like a guy I can actually trust week to week, where Thornton's going to have his spike weeks. But, yeah, this is a pretty balanced night for me all around. It's funny. You think I've done some of these drafts, like I've had some bad nights, 300 drafts in, because sometimes it's the way the cookie crumbles. We make a mistake, and then we compound that mistake. We get sniped a couple times. That's best ball, and that's fantasy. It's all about learning from those mistakes and learning about like if you push it too much and then you lose your stack and you lose your plan, you got to have a backup or be flexible. Sometimes you got to throw in the towel and say, fuck stacking. This team's probably cooked, but I have a chance to make the playoffs and at least get my money back. And I know we don't like doing that in best ball, but I also don't like just tanking a team. If you do that enough, then you won't make money. So appreciate that, Cameron. Let's get to team reviews. It's only going to be for community members because there's so many people in here. If you drop me even a $1 super, I will do team reviews for anyone. Cameron, I got you as well. Don't worry about that. You are a community member. Jedi, Matt Stafford, Malik Willis, and Sam Darnold. So a little early on Malik Willis, but I do like Malik Willis. Bijan Stevenson, Rico Dowdle. So this team has some week 11 bye problems for sure. First thing I noticed. Rico has a 3. I like that. Tyjae Spears and Brian Robinson. So I like the floor play of having both Atlanta running backs with this specific build. Rashee Rice, Terry McLaurin, Michael Pittman, Stephon Diggs, Denzel Boston, Jerry Jeudy, and Tyquan Thornton. Nice fall there for Tyquan Thornton. Gives you some insurance for Rashee Rice as well. This team is pretty insulated. Brock Bowers, Colson Loveland, and Dalton Schultz. So The Dalton Schultz pick should not be there. This one, you're already too heavy at tight end as is. And maybe if you had CJ Stroud, it shows in your team a little bit. Hey, Peanut Punch has joined the crew. Appreciate you, Peanut. I'll go back to your team here in a second. This is just a little too heavy at tight ends. You're going to have a lot of good flex appeal with the Luther Burden injury, with the potential Monungai injury. Colson Loveland at 50. Fucking love it, bro. I would have just ended it there for sure. Diggs, Boston, Judy, Tyquan Thornton. It's solid. I just don't like the third tight end. I think the running back room is lacking because of it. So it would have been a lot better if you just did not take Dalton Schultz. Take a high upset. Take Mike Washington. Take something like that. But the team came out okay. Your flex spot's super strong. Peanut, since you joined, man, I don't know what tier you joined. Either way, we can talk it out later. Go to the Patreon page, and I have my email listed, CubsFan311 at Yahoo. If you want to get in the Discord, man, at least do a little trial run, whatever. I don't know what tier you got in. I think you have to get the $6.99 tier on the YouTube membership to get in there. I'll hop you in there, man. So just go to the Patreon page. It's listed on the banner. It says to free members. There's my email. Reach out to me, send me an email, and then I'll get you in there, and we can do at least like a month trial. I don't even know exactly what you're a fan. So yeah, we'll figure something out. If you want to do that and see what we have going on, appreciate you. Let's get to Peanut Punch's team. Brock Purdy, Aaron Rodgers, and Bryce Young. Bryce Young at 169 is pretty free money, man. With Purdy's injury history, makes a lot of sense to do this. Hector, what do we call? I'm trying to think. We call the community and the Discord. What do we call it? It's a place to be.
What do you call it, Kramer? It was. Come on, Rudy. Come on. We call it the place to be. The place to be. Yes.
Oh, for sure. Well, I appreciate you, Peanut. So quarterback room is pretty strong. Gibbs, Kyron, Tony Pollard, Tank Bigsby, and Braylon Allen. The Braylon Allen pick is super sharp right now. Again, I took Breece Hall tonight. He fell to almost like 35. But the groin injury, whether he's back week 1, we don't know. But that could be a recurring injury. Again, I don't think Braylon Allen's ever the true one there because Isaiah Davis is good. But Braylon Allen's going to score some fucking touchdowns. Love these last 2 running backs. This is how you build it. Floor play at 3. Boom, big boom guy. There's an injury. And also some standalone value and blowouts. And then Braylon Allen. This is a very bad, with Jahmyr Gibbs. A blissful running back room, as they say. Neighbors, JMO, Mike Evans, DK, Tyson at 96. That's pretty nice as your number 5. Dubs, Hurst, and Franklin. This is some sharp picks with the news and stuff like that. You're getting ahead of the ADPs here. I like it. I like it a lot. Kincaid and Hunter Henry. Little light at tight ends. But if Kincaid can just stay healthy, he should be your tight end one most weeks. Hunter Henry's going to catch 6 or 7 touchdowns. Does it every single year. Very balanced team, man. I don't really have any notes for this one besides the positive notes. And the Tyson thing is risky for sure. Upside that he comes back earlier than we think, but Dubs is a nice pick at 121 here to give you some floor to make up for Tyson. I'm a pretty big DK fan. Sam squad, we have Dak and Tyler Shuck. Pretty good quarterback room with just 2. A little thin, but I think it could work out if they stay healthy. Montgomery, Quinshon Judkins, Jonathan Brooks at 70. Algier at 142 is free. He should be going in the 130s now. Not even with the Jeremiah Love news. It's the James Conner stuff, guys. James Conner might be on the pup to start the year. Trey Benson might never play in the NFL again. So if this is even a 2-way committee, he's going to get 40% of the work, even like worst case scenario with goal line work. Love that pick. Kamara and Jaden Blue. So really good running back room. It might be a little strong, but the Jaden Blue pick was tied to Dak Prescott. Both these guys stack up. That's why he did it. I do appreciate that. Jamar Chase, George Pickens, Chris Olave at 27. Michael Wilson, Trey Tucker, Tesla, Calvin Ridley, and Surratt. Kyle Pitts and Jake Ferguson. So it's a really, really good tight end room with only having 2. And stacked up there with Fergie. Like the Calvin Ridley pick, he is so undervalued, guys. His number is like 600 yards in Vegas. Like, doesn't sound like a lot. It does when you're talking about a 195th overall, dude. This is really, 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 really nice. I love this team all around. Michael Wilson is a 4. Tucker, Tesla, upside floor all over the place. No notes again on this one, man. This is definitely better than your last team, Sam. Connor, this might be Connor's last draft. He's getting ready for redraft. Let's see how it shook down. Joe Burrow and Danny Dollar last year. Pretty nice quarterback room. JT, Love at 29. That's fair. Swift and Love are such a nice pairing if you think about it, with Manungai, whether he misses time or at least is a little slowed. They have nothing behind. It's Roshan Johnson and Britton Brooks. So, like, Swift early season to smash. That'll give you some insulation for Love, whether he misses time or starts slow. Really nice build here. Jordan Mason and Zach Charbonnet. This is a fucking A+ for how it plays out, how it might play out with Zach Charbonnet as your 5. Love this build here. A.J. Brown, DJ Moore, Alec Pierce, Myers, Wicks, Tank Dell, Bateman, and Cooper Kupp with Kraft, Kelsey, and Hawkinson. Might be a little heavy at tight ends, but you know, Kraft coming off the ACL, Kelsey's age, and my love of Hawkinson. I mean, how can I turn that shit down? So really strong at tight end. You're going to need some flex appeal at tight end with these receivers. But floor, and then, the Cooper Kupp pick, I guess, is the one I can't get on board with, Connor. Just give me Torrey Horton, bro. Give me anyone but him. But if that's my biggest issue, it's a pretty good team. I just wish this was not Cooper Kupp. I like the Bateman pick, Tank Dell, just not into that. Really good value on Jacoby Myers, though. This Jacoby Myers pick makes a lot of sense with Alec Pierce. 92 for Alec Pierce is pretty fair. So I hate Cooper Kupp. All-time player for sure. Cameron squad, Patty Mahomes and Jackson Dart with Hampton, Price, J.K. Dobbins, Jonah Coleman, and Katron Allen. This is a risky running back room. Cameron is a real man when it comes to these drafts. He's a badass that just says, fuck it. It's a puppy. It's a big tournament. Makes a lot of sense. I don't like that much risk, but it's, he might have less advancement rate than some other people, but I have a feeling he does pretty well in these, when his 10th percentile outcomes are higher than most. Because Dobbins and Price pair up very nicely for early season stuff. You got Coleman with Dobbins. So Dobbins goes down, boom, you got your guy there. And then Katron Allen for some upside. I dig that. St. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Jaden Reed, Stribling, Shakir, Cooper. Nice fall on Cooper. I'm not reading into it too much. I think he's still the 3 there. And if not, to start the year, by week 3. Adonai Mitchell and Cyrus Allen with Trey McBride and Pat Freiermuth. Great tight end room. A lot of upside shots down here at wide receiver. And like I said, it's a risky team, but there's a lot of ways this team could pay off. A lot of young players, a lot of upside players. I definitely dig it. He drafts like a real fucking man. I think I could take a little cue from our boy Cameron every once in a while. And then we have McAuliffe. What's up, McAuliffe? Is Dean a YouTube member? Let's see. Dean. Is Dean in here? That is you, right, Dean? Dean, drop me a comment. Let me know if you are, if you're even in here. If you're a YouTube member, I will definitely give you a grade here. So here's McAuliffe. He says, ignore my Geno pick. Auto pick one of Thornton instead. Caleb and Herbert with Geno. Nice value on Geno. Probably a little heavy at quarterback. Cook, Kenneth Walker, Keaton Mitchell, Marshawn Lloyd, and Dylan Sampson. You wanted Thornton? Okay, so the running back room's pretty fair. Love the top 2 league-winning potential guys there. And then Keaton Mitchell, it's a little thin. And then you bought into the Marshawn Lloyd thing. But Lloyd, I see go higher than that a lot of times. Sampson's a nice floor play there. This could work out. I mean, these guys just have to stay healthy, but I don't hate the running back room. Ladd, Waddle, Rome, Tate, Matthew Golden, Debo, Zach Branch, and Bailey. Dude, I don't think you needed him. I don't think you really needed Thornton because this is the Bailey thing is going to give you like actually startable weeks to start the year. And then Tate should come on later. Golden's going to have big weeks. Debo. So your early season's covered pretty good. And, it's a nice blend of Branch and Golden and Tate are some guys that should ascend later in the year. With Debo and Vele should give you some of that wide receiver 4 stuff if you need it. Kittle and Brenton Strange. So I think you could argue maybe a 3rd tight end. I would have gone 3rd tight end here instead of Thornton if that was your play. But all in all, Geno, you're stacked up at Geno at all or no? No. But, dude, pretty good team. I think if you were not to auto pick this Geno pick, I would have gone tight end if there was one available. I'm guessing there wasn't. You could have gone with David Njoku probably. So David Njoku would probably be the pick here. I would have taken David Njoku instead of Thornton, who you're going to take, but obviously instead of Geno. And then my team here. We have, give me a grade. I'm not going to grade my own team. We'll talk about it, though. Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield. Had to reach on Baker. Not great, but I like the quarterback room. Genty, Barkley, Breece Hall. Pick 35 for Breece Hall is nice. Kenny G, Kenny Gainwell, and then Ray Davis. I was only going to go 4 running backs. I couldn't pass up. 5 picks ahead of ADP for Ray Davis is 10 picks after ADP in my mind. That's where he should be going and where he will be going. We learned Ty Johnson starting the year on the fucking pup. Ray Davis is going in the 150s then. Tat, Marvin Harrison, Cortland Sutton, Chris Godwin, Shaheed, Trey Harris, Pat Bryant, and Chris Bell with Andrews, Gatson, and Kate Otten. The wide receiver room is risky, right? It's only 8, but as bad as this stretch is, the top stretch, I do like Ted a lot. But Sutton, Godwin, Shaheed, that's fine. I kind of like these. It's a risky room. I don't need to start 3 receivers very often. I have some flexible appeal here at tight end. I have some flex appeal for sure with Breece Hall and Kenny G, possibly Ray Davis. So Genty, Barkley, Breece, and Lamar is probably enough for the advancement. Yeah, with Kenny, they are almost 3. I just felt pretty confident with this wide receiver room. I could have taken, Tyquan Thornton as well, but only 2 times with Andy. No, I don't feel comfortable with that, man. Thank you, Mouth. I don't feel comfortable with that. With Mark Andrews and Gaston, like that draft capital, 134 and 158, that's not enough. One more wide receiver. If anything, I shouldn't have taken Ray Davis. This was the luxury pick. I am never leaving a tight end room with just Mark Andrews and Gaston. They're wildly inefficient in terms of fantasy points. Like they're inconsistent, I guess is the word. Like, they could both ball, but Kate Otten gives me a weekly floor for my advancement rate. Also, Kate Otten was stacked up. So if you want the Ray Davis selection is the one that was the issue, at least in my mind. I didn't love. And let's get to the last selection is Mouth, Trevor Lawrence, and Kyler Murray. Really nice quarterback room there. Derrick Henry, Javonte Williams, Blake Corum, Chris Rodriguez, and Isaiah Pacheco. This is pretty tasty stuff here. A well-built running back room. Jefferson, T. Higgins, Parker Washington, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Coker as a 5. Super nice top 5. Hunter, Jennings, Torrey Horton, and Luke McCaffrey. Tyler Warren and Gunnar Helm. That's a fair too. Like when you have Tyler Warren because you took him 61st overall, as much as I love Mark Andrews, there's injury risk, there's age stuff, it's definitely, this is a good tight end room right here. Don't love Gunnar Helm just based on the news that he could be the number 2. But hey-oh, Disbanded was brought into this world by being risky. With 2 people being risky. Hell yeah, dude. Luke McCaffrey. You could do better than Luke McCaffrey. You're still going all in on this Luke McCaffrey thing, huh? Like, even with Diggs, I don't... sometimes we got to just bite the bullet and just stop not admit you're wrong, but admit, that it's probably not going to work out. So, maybe I'm wrong. Luke McCaffrey is a gadget player. He's not playing ahead of Antonio Williams, right? I think we all would agree Antonio... And I don't even like Antonio Williams, but if Antonio Williams is a 3, Luke McCaffrey is the 4... Treylon Burks might play ahead of him. I just think I get maybe the upside. I don't even see that part of it. Other than that, though, this team's great. I mean, Torrey Horton, Jennings, Hunter, Coker, Love Worthy, Parker Washington at 60. Pretty good. But stacked up, top 2 studs, and no notes on this team besides the Luke McCaffrey. That's what they call a luxury pick. But it's not luxury. It's like McCaffrey is the 3. Maybe. I could be wrong. I've never seen it out of him. He's got pedigree for sure, but he's also an injury waiting to happen and just not. I don't think he's playing ahead of Antonio Williams. That's just my take, but why not take a shot? In a puppy, it does make sense that he's undrafted in 95% of these fuckers. So why not get some shares there? All right. That is going to do it here, guys. We hit, let's see, what was the first stream? Rank Disputes was 2 hours and 21 minutes. So we hit over 4 hours, over 4.5 hours almost. That's pretty cool. Or no, 420, whatever. 420, that's a nice number. We're not winning this draft. Just glad I was in the stream with you bright-minded people. Appreciate McAuliffe. Again, shout out to McAuliffe. Shout out to Mouth, Jonathan, all of the OGs and the guys that have been with us. McAuliffe's been watching us for a while. Glad he finally hopped in, and he's playing some redrafts. He's playing a redraft with us, and the best ball as well. So McAuliffe is a great dude, a local guy. Appreciate you. Everyone else in here, you know who you are. Keep on keeping on. I love how you guys support the show in many different ways. The time you watch, the comments, the kind words. Anyone, we have 2 days until to be the OG guys, and that's a big perk. There's a lot of other perks that come around with that. Also, use the code PRO, 50% off the first month. Get into the community because it is the place to be. Here's Helen Hunt. Here's Big Ray, a great quote from Big Ray. Shout out Ray. We're gonna see Ray here on Saturday. Looking forward to that. Also, guys, I sent the Thrones. I sent the Thrones thing, the trailer in the Discord. That is the league I'm playing against. Joe Pisapia's in that one. A bunch of big content creators and fantasy football gurus going up against. So it's gonna be a really good time. Awesome people all around. You know, you guys are like family to me, dude. So super excited for the season, and we're getting close. We're 22 days away. This is wild, man. 22 days away. Also, guys, September 1st, one last time. I'm going to be talking about this the next couple days. Iron Eagle, Downtown Sports. I'm on the show. Iron Eagle's in the show. Mouth and Beast. You don't want to miss that one, so check out Downtown Sports. Link in the description for the Spotify, but the YouTube page is just Downtown Sports. So just search that up after this and give him a sub. Can we just get that? Can we just get a couple subs after the show? Downtown Sports. You're not going to regret it. It's only 2 shows a week. Iron Eagle, guys. Iron Eagle. All right. Appreciate you, Sam. You're the man. Everybody else. Tomorrow night again, the Fantasy Football Garage. Chris the Candyman. You guys might have seen him. He's also in the Thrones League. Going to his show at 9:30 p.m. Central. He's coming in this show around 10:30 p.m. Central, and we're going to do a home and away situation and get his exposures. I'm going to draft a team with him. It'll be a good time. That'll be fun. Some new blood and some new opinions on the show. But that is it for me. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Thank you for the supers. Thank you to Peanut Punch for signing up for the YouTube membership. Appreciate that, man. All the supers, everyone else. Thank you. Love your life. Stay positive and respect each other. I'm out.